All right, this one's gonna be a long one. It's been a little while since I updated you, but it is June 27th, and I have my notes to keep me on track, but I also feel like I have some other things I want to just get my thoughts out, I feel like. Yeah. I'm exhausted today. I did the lawn mowing today. And for some reason, every time I do the lawn mowing, I just am so tired afterwards. It takes a lot of energy, and I had to do it a little bit later as well because I had to take my 4Runner into Baldry's, and then it turned out they didn't have a clock spring for my steering wheel, so I had to take it to a Toyota dealership, and then I came out with a $900 bill, which I was not expecting. Most clock springs are not that expensive, but to my understanding, the more technological these clock springs are getting, the more wires are in them, and yeah. So very briefly, a clock spring is in like the almost the bottom of the steering wheel part that spins, like past that, and so then that's what prevents it. Like when you hit, it stops, and then when you turn it, it stops. The wheel, there's like a ribbon of wires in there, and they like tighten and they loosen, whatever. So I left it there for the night, and then got a ride back here, and then took the truck to go. So I started at like maybe 10:45. Thankfully, it's not that awfully hot today. It's only like 86 right now, but still, it's funny, the injuries I get from it have nothing to do with lawn mowing. This like split my nail because I was trying to turn the lawnmower on, and when I pulled it really hard, I scraped it against like the tubing of the lawnmower, and there was a little like metal piece sticking out, and so I pulled it and smacked my finger, and then I'll get a bruise eventually, but I got a leaf blower, and that's exciting. I was using the leaf blower, and I backed into like a metal thing on the side of the wall, so I bruised my hip too, which is kind of funny. All right, let's see. Over the last however many days, actually I think I had a couple big realizations last week in my counseling session that I had. I'm in this weird phase of like missing the boys a lot. And I realized too that I don't think that people who have been through deployments typically feel the way that I do, because if they have their kids stay there with them. But I just feel like I've built up kind of like a family of sorts in the last 8 months before Steven left, because they were here full time. And I would talk to them all of the time. I felt like I had a really close relationship with them, and when I am close with somebody, I communicate with them, I talk with them, I hear about their hearts, I hear about their frustrations, or have communication. And so that's been hard for me, that as soon as Steven left, the boys also left. And so it's not only one loss, I've had 3 losses in this deployment. And I think that's what's been difficult for me. Oops, I didn't mean to pop that off. And also, I think it's fair for me to give myself the space to say, you know what, my situation is different. And if anybody's like, I guess, people can say like, oh, I know what it's like to be in that situation, but at the same time too, everybody's different. Goodness gracious, I'll be back. So I don't know if it's, I have to be careful with what I say, and kind of not guilt myself into feeling, I guess, like other people, because I am on a different journey. I have a different pattern, and you know what? Every like time of year and what's happening in everybody's life is different, and so I just feel, I guess the thing that's hard is, I guess, if I have to be careful of other people's experiences, but I also feel like I'm going through something different as well. So it's not, I don't think people fully understand what I'm going through. So yeah, so I do think that, like, and especially as, like, I'm in a stepmom position. It's very different than being, like, in a mom position and going through deployment. So I'm just having some realizations of that, and then I think missing the relationships I had with the boys, and I can only do so much with trying to reach out and trying to be there, but I guess relationships go two ways, not just one. And I'm getting a little bit worn down and quite discouraged lately. So I kind of feel like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in a one way relationship. It's hard. And also, they're allowed to not want me in their life. And so I have to accept that too. I have to accept, you know what, I'm the outside picture. They didn't choose to have me in their life. Even though I've sacrificed a lot, and I don't get any reward for all my sacrifices because I'm not family. I think that's just hard. I think it's hard to be kind of forgotten. Or I feel like I'm forgotten right now. So whatever. Moving on. I went to last week something called Stroller Warriors, which is a workout group where women bring, like, their strollers and they go running 15 minutes out, and they they run back 15 minutes and they do like a half-hour workout, and I actually really loved it. And you don't have to be like a good runner, and so I ran for about less than a mile, and then I just walked the rest of it. And I was fine. I enjoyed it. It was a good workout, and the workout part was actually super fun. So really enjoyed that. They do that every Tuesday and Friday. I think I'd like to do that more often. The women there, I met a girl there, and she was the one who was nice enough to pick me up from the dealership today, and I'm glad to make a friend. So we'll see where that friendship goes. I think I need to be very careful with not gossiping. I hear that that's a common thing for military wives to do, and I want to make sure I'm not doing that. So, like, I don't want to do that, and I'm gonna do my best to. I saw a red flag today in my head, and I'm preparing myself to say, like, hey, I can't talk about that stuff. It makes me, like, anxious or whatever. So I'm preparing myself to be able to say, like, hey, I'm not going to talk about other people. So that was good for exercising. Last week, I think it was last week, I went to a boot camp. It's called Sweat Camp Boot Camp, and it's on the way up to New Bern. And that was really fun. I think I might go like once every 2 weeks or something on Monday on the days that I don't do the lawn mowing. That was fun. I had a good time there, and it was a good workout. And I've been doing a lot better with my working out. I'm just still having a hard time gaining muscle, I should say, because that's what I would like it to be. And so I've been using the MyFitnessPal app to try to keep track of my calories, and I'm having a really hard time reaching the amount of calories I'm supposed to eat a day, and so that's been a little bit of a struggle. And I don't want to eat if I feel like, oh, so full. I don't want to just keep stuffing myself. So I've been trying to be intentional. I have been getting HelloFresh as of last week, and I just got a second shipment today, and so it's making me eat more calories, and I'm still keeping the same steady. I'm still considered underweight. My BMI is still underweight, but I guess it kind of makes sense because, like, if I'm working out, but I'm also trying to eat as much as I can, but not getting enough calories. So I'm working on it. Taking like whey protein, eating eggs, having meat, having peanut butter powder, eating nuts, all sorts of stuff. So the boot camp was fun. Oh, last week I went to so today's Monday, and last Thursday I went to like a deployment wives meet and greet meeting, and I met some more women, and that was really nice. I had kind of an emotional, I just cried. I wasn't in a good place. I had seen the counselor like earlier that day, and it was kind of the hard realization of like the being alone with the boys leaving, and I think that was really hard for me, and kind of like feeling like I don't fit in here and whatnot. It just makes it kind of sucky with the deployment, and missing Steven a lot. I am in no mood whatsoever to plan the wedding right now. I have not been wanting to. I feel weird about the planning because it's like it's like the getting married is different than what I want the wedding ceremony, and then it's different from the wedding reception to look like. So in my head, I'm getting annoyed with what that looks like. Let's see what else has happened. Oh, my friend Marie is going to be coming this week to spend a week or so with me, so I'm cleaning up the entire house, which is really nice, and cleaning the boys' bathroom, which is totally gross, to be honest. And washing a bunch of stuff and cleaning the boys' sheets and stuff so that she can stay on in their rooms, and I got confirmation that I am not needed to be here for the boys at all, I guess, for the rest of the summer. So I'm figuring out how I feel about that. It's hard. I don't know, I guess I feel like I was in a motherly position, and now I don't know how moms do it. I don't know how moms do it when they have to be away from their kids. I don't think I could do it. They're not even my kids, and it's hard to be away from them. So I miss them, and it sucks because it doesn't matter if I miss them or not. Gotta try to plan out what the rest of my summer looks like, and try to make the best of it, and being alone. I think that's it. That's it for now.